We're on the road with Mickey, we're gonna have some fun. Regardless of the rain or sun, our trip has just begun. So buckle up, let's go, we're about to start the show. And maybe if you like us, you'll see where else we'll go.
Hey everyone, I'm Mike and she's Sophie.
And she's Brenda.
Hi, everyone.
And he's Grogu. Hey buddy. What's your favorite quick service, Grogu?
The one with the macarons.
It's more like a snack kiosk than a food restaurant, Grogu.
He'll take what he can get.
No. That one is indeed a quick service restaurant because it also sells croissants and whatnot.
Oh, okay. All right. And we are on the road with Mickey. This is episode 221 for May 27th, 2024. Happy Memorial Day in the United States, everyone.
Yes, happy Memorial Day.
Thank you for all of our servicemen and women that
Perished in the line of duty,
that have paid the price for our freedoms.
Yes.
Today, we are looking at our top 5 quick service restaurants. I can't even believe this, but I was just, when we were talking about favorite quick service with Grogu there, it brought to mind yet another one that I didn't even have on my list. Maybe I have 3 honorable mentions, but anyway, I don't know. I'm going to shuffle around as I get there. You know, it is what it is. Sometimes it just doesn't work very well. But first, we have Cheddar from the Big Cheese, and Sophie, you start us off.
All right then. Well, the work continues over at Country Bear Musical Jamboree. Released recently, however, there were details on the costumes for Bonnie, Bubbles, and Beulah. Those are the 3 triplet bears in the originally blue outfits, but look at them now. They are sporting some sort of peachy, pink, orange, cowgirl looking outfits.
Yeah, what do you think?
Now.
What do you think?
I think it reminds me a little of Hannah Montana.
Ooh, interesting. Yep, interesting viewpoint. Yep.
Well, that's interesting to think about. I hadn't even considered Hannah Montana, but anyway, I think they're cute, and
I
it
think
is
they are
different though.
too.
It's very different from what it
It's
was.
very different. They
Very
got the little
different.
midriff there. They didn't even go all the way down the belly there with those.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah. All right. Well, Brenda, you're next.
Oh, well, guess what?
What?
Well, as we all know, the Rock and Roller Coaster at Hollywood Studios has been closed for a while, but we have a reopening date now, which is July 27th. Fans of the ride will be able to once again rock and roll. Yay!
And you know what's so funny? I'm sorry, Sophie,
Mhm.
but I didn't give that cheddar to you, but I considered giving that cheddar to you because of
Because
your
you know
love
how
of
much.
Rock and Roller Coaster.
Oh, yes. We don't talk about it often, folks, but if you're new to the show, you're hearing it here right now. I hate the Rock and Roller Coaster. Hate
It's
it,
not
hate it,
her
hate it.
jam.
I hate it almost as much as I hate Dinosaur.
You should say dislike.
Yep.
I
However, her dad and I love it.
strongly
We love it.
dislike.
Brenda and I love it.
I like sitting outside and going on the Tower of Terror and also, eating ice cream right
And people
outside.
watching. Yeah.
Yeah,
Fun
Yeah.
too.
that's what I like to do.
Yeah. You ride Tower of Terror. I will dislike that like you dislike Rock and Roller Coaster.
And I'll ride both, and I'll have ice cream some other time.
There you go. All right. Well, I have some cheddar as well about
Yeah.
Walt. And one of the things that I really like about Walt Disney and his enduring legacy is his love of animals and conservation. And that's what makes Animal Kingdom Park such a special place because of how they are helping out endangered species. There are over 300 species of animals at Animal Kingdom Park, and 8 of them are endangered. They are the painted dogs, African elephants, western lowland gorillas, Komodo dragons, okapi, giant Galapagos tortoise, Sumatran tiger, and Vietnam pheasant. So next time you are at the Animal Kingdom, be on the lookout for them and maybe take check them off your list when you see them, because that's kind of cool to me. It made me think of like almost like it's the scavenger hunt of finding them, you know?
Yeah.
Mhm.
So so anyway, I just think that really just kind of brings it home how Animal Kingdom is not just a theme park.
That's right.
So,
That
Yeah.
is right.
all right. Well, we have some awesome feedback from our summer Disney tips episode,
Yay.
and I thought we'd just go around and read them out. Um, my friend and client Debbie, who has also been on the podcast with Sophie and I way back in the day, um, she had this excellent advice about her summer Disney tip. She says, use the services of a fantastic travel advisor, choosing the right resort that best fits the needs of my family, asking Mike all the crazy questions, and then setting our minds to taking everything in that comes our way. There is Disney magic everywhere. You just need to let it in.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
Thank you, Deb. Thank you, honey. This is awesome. Who wants to go next?
I'll go next. All right, so from Debbie, there was that, and now from Cindy H, some advice as well. Definitely a midday resort break to swim or take a nap. Trying to go from open to close is going to wipe you out.
That's for sure.
She is spot on, Cindy. That is
Yeah.
absolutely perfect advice. You are so correct on that. I
For
can't do
sure.
that anymore. I used to,
Yeah.
not
Many moons
anymore.
ago.
Yeah,
When I was a
Well,
kid, but now I'm an adult, so I can do it on my own, I think.
there
yep,
you
you can
go.
plan your day however you want.
Mhm.
Well, Chrissy from Billy's Closet of Magic said, Sophie, don't forget the wrist cooling trick. And she did not forget that, Chrissy. It
No,
was part of
she
the
Nope.
didn't.
episode.
Yeah,
Cooling towel,
Yep.
frozen water bottle if you have a freezer in your room, tank tops, lots of tank tops, she said.
Oh, yes.
and then my niece and Sophie's cousin, Stephanie, said 2 words: ponchos and patience. And I was quick to point out to her, which she has ignored my comment, my reply. I was quick to point out that that's not 2 words, that's 5 words. Thank you very
That
much.
wait, no. Well,
Now, only when you're
ponchos and
writing it, not when you're
patience.
saying it.
Two
When you're saying it,
words,
ponchos and patience
ponchos
are the
and
words.
patience.
So
We
okay, so
got you,
she
Stephanie.
Ay, ay,
Sophie and
ay,
I got
Mr.
you.
Grammatical correctness
Mr.
here.
Technical. That's what they used to call me, Mr. Technical.
Mhm.
All right, Sophie, one last.
All right, from Mr. Lee from Disneylandia.
That's
I
right.
like to schedule easy days so it all feels like a vacation and not a rush from ride to ride. Pool days or boat days slash resort hopping can be a nice break. And then he sent a
Amen.
smiley face emoji.
Yeah, big grin.
We totally agree with that. Take it slow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That's it. Really is. It's a great, all sorts of great ideas, people. And so this week we're going to open it up again and say, what are your top 5 quick service restaurants? So I'll post that in the Facebook group. I'm loving this interaction. It is so
Yes.
cool
Yeah.
when people chime in and just give us
Share.
share what's in their mind about a topic. It's just really neat. We really like it. So thank you everyone for doing that. So it is now time to switch over to our feature topic. And like I said, our feature topic is our top 5 quick service restaurants that Mike has now made 8. And Sophie, it's your week to start us off. So we're just going to go round robin. We're going from number 5 down to number 1. And we're just going to start with our least favorite to our most favorite. So.
And of course, there are a bunch of favorites here. None of these are per se the least favorite because they're all in our top 5.
That's
But
right.
I'm actually having trouble ranking them, so I need to make a decision right now. And my decision is that number 5 is going to be the Pinocchio Village House.
Okay.
Oh, there you go.
And the reason it is number 5 is because what I tend to like to get here is something I can get at most of these quick service restaurants. And that is just going to be some chicken strips with some French fries. I quite enjoy that. It's just a good one to go to. It's
Mhm.
easy, it's quick, and it's one of the cheaper things on the menu. It's only $10.99. And it's just really good.
Yeah.
Convenient
So
location too.
it is a great location.
Yes. You
It is
can
a
sit
great
right
location.
there and watch what am I trying to say? Watch the people ride It's a Small World.
Yeah.
It's a
And
great choice.
that's what makes it a really good one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, good
Good
start,
choice.
Sophie.
That's right.
That's what I
Thank
did
you.
is I talked about the restaurant and the food I'm ordering and how much it
Mm-hmm.
costs. So way to pick up on that.
Yes.
I didn't cover pricing on mine. Sorry, people.
It's
That's
okay.
fine.
It's okay. It's okay.
Oh, good.
Well, you're up, Brenda. What's number 5?
Well, number 5 on my list is Columbia Harbor House, which is in the Magic Kingdom.
Mm-hmm.
And what I ordered there is the Sea Captain's fish Sammy and fries. And I really like it. But the fish, I can't have shellfish and stuff. So the fish sandwich is like it's like the only thing I can get there besides chicken. And usually I've had a lot of chicken. So that's what I get there and I like it, but maybe not as much as the other 4 of my choices. So I put it number 5.
Okay. That's a good call. Good call. I
Thank you.
like Columbia Harbor House, but full disclosure and amazing to me, Columbia Harbor House is not on my list this year.
Well, you had 8. You didn't fit it in anywhere?
I didn't fit it in anywhere. And Sophie and I are kind of kindred spirits in a way, but because we both like a lot of the similar things, but our ranking is a little bit
Yeah.
changed. And number 5 on my list is what I consider to be perhaps some of the best pizza in a quick service restaurant, and that's Pizza Rizzo. And it's number 5 because there's things that I like that are just a little bit better in this iteration of my list. And
Yeah.
I love their pepperoni and sausage pizza. They also have a vegetable pizza that's really good too. But I picked the pepperoni and sausage pizza, which you can get. It's big enough that it fills you up, and it is $12.29. That and a drink, and I'm happy and I'm good to go.
Very good.
So that's number
Good
5 on my
choice.
list.
Well, again, Daddy, I told you, and this is for all the people who are like, what is she talking about changing them around so much? I have these written down. I just don't have them in ranking order.
Yeah,
So again, my stuff is going to change.
go
And the
for it.
reason that this one is changing is because it's been forever since I have actually eaten at this place, and that is going to be the Yak and Yeti. It's been forever since I've been to Animal Kingdom, and what I like to get there most of all is actually not an entree, it's just a side.
Uh-huh.
and that is the pork egg rolls. You get 2 of them for $8.99, and they are actually really, really big. They're like about that size, and my dad and I, we love, love, love some egg rolls. There's this Chinese place that we eat at
Oh my
almost
gosh.
every week.
Almost every week now, yeah.
Yeah, and it
Imperial
has,
Garden, we love you.
yes, it
We
has
love
some
them
of
so
the
much.
best Chinese food you will ever find in North Carolina.
We love them so much. We know that the waitresses that help us are Summer and Sally, and we have gotten to know them. And when Cindy and I ate there recently and Sophie wasn't with us, she's like, "Where's the girl?" She knew that she wasn't there, and she was like, "Where is she?"
Yeah.
That's sweet.
So, I mean, they are awesome people, and it's like a family. But anyway, I'm sorry, Sophie. I totally sidejacked you there.
No, you didn't, because I was the one who was talking about it. Point is, Yak and Yeti, great, great, great pork egg rolls. And I was actually just looking on the menu to make sure they're still there, and they are. And something caught my eye in the desserts section, and that is a cookies and cream parfait. For
Ooh,
anyone who knows me, I'm a cookies and cream snob. I love cookies and cream from the bottom of my heart. So maybe next time I'm in Animal Kingdom, I'm going to go to the Yak and Yeti, and I'm going to get my pork egg rolls, and I'm going to get myself a cookies and cream parfait as well.
there you go.
Sounds like a plan.
That does.
Yes.
That does. Totally does. Well, Brenda, you're next.
I'm next. What is my number 4? Oh, my number 4 is also Yak and Yeti. Ha
Ooh.
And I love Yak and Yeti, but I'm not getting the egg rolls. I get the teriyaki bowl, teriyaki beef bowl.
Ooh.
Love it. Love it. It's yummy.
That does
Teriyaki
sound very
Beef
good.
bowl.
beef bowl.
Yes, I love bowls. I love like Buddha bowls and all kind of bowls. I love bowls like create your own bowl like the Genghis Grill has where you put your own noodles, you put your own stuff and ooh, that bowl over there at Yak and Yeti is really good.
I'll have to try that one time,
I like
but
it a
Yeah.
lot.
not at number 4 because Yak and Yeti's not number 4 on my list.
Oh,
But
well.
you want to talk about a bowl, Brenda?
Yeah, let's talk about a bowl.
You need to try the fire braised chicken rice bowl at El Mercado de Coronado.
Okay.
Hmm.
Sí,
$16. It is
señor.
$16. It's a big bowl. It's a big price, but it is a lot of food, and you will not go away hungry. And it is
Nice.
really good. It is really good. It's basically cilantro lime rice and fire braised chicken and um, some cheese and some pico and like a street corn sauce or something like that, and some you can get the pickled onions, but I don't get the pickled onions, and you can get fresh cilantro with it, and it's filling, it's hefty. They also have a beef one that I have not tried, but the chicken one was really good and worth it. So that's number
Awesome.
4 on my list. El Mercado
Great.
de Coronado.
Nice.
Hmm. I don't have any resort quick service ones on my list, though I
I
probably should.
I
I
don't
ate
either.
at this one when I was at Disney for the fam in June of last year. And
Ooh.
it was really that was a really good, and that's a quick service, and they have a whole bunch of, I mean, they have so many. It's kind of like the quick service at French Quarter where you got all the stations, right? Um, but they have a whole assortment. It's not just Mexican type
So it's
food.
more like a food court.
A little bit,
It's
but
yeah.
it's that's what it's called, El Mercado de Coronado. And
Okay.
and the one I went to was for the chicken bowl, but they have pizzas and
Mm-hmm.
burgers and stuff like
They have
that too.
waffles in the morning.
Yeah.
Woo!
Mickey
So
waffles. They're so good.
they so good.
They're so good.
All right. Well, Sophie,
All
number
right.
3.
All right. This one has been hopping all over my list, but I finally decided to settle down, and that, of course, is Pizza Rizzo. Daddy was talking about how it was his number 5. He saw my list, and originally this was at number 2, but that's because I am craving for some pizza right now. But that's actually not what I'm going over to Pizza Rizzo to get. There is this meatball sub, and it is $10.99. It's a hoagie roll stuffed with seasoned meatballs, smothered in marinara sauce and provolone, and served with a choice of side, which is really the only downside to Pizza Rizzo is they don't have a lot of side options. They have a Caesar salad, which I don't like Caesar salad dressing. I don't like any salad dressing. A Cutie's mandarin orange, which is for me, and a Baby Bell snack cheese, which I'm very picky about my cheese as well. That's the only downside to Pizza Rizzo, but that's fine because my mom likes all 3 of those things. So whatever I get, because it comes with a side, she can eat instead.
Nice.
That's right. And that meatball sub, I have not had it yet
I
at
want to
Pizza
have
Rizzo.
it. I want
But
to have it.
yeah, it sounds really good.
Yeah.
And as far as a Cutie's Mandarin, oh my gosh, Sophie. I know you're not a big fan of oranges, but if it's a hot blazing day at Animal Kingdom, that Mandarin orange is so refreshing.
I'm sure it is, but Pizza Rizzo's in Hollywood Studios.
Yeah, I know. But what I'm just saying is there's a time and place to eat that Mandarin orange.
Okay.
That might have been a kind of like a hint towards something that's on my list further down.
Ooh,
Yeah.
there you
Anyway,
go.
all right. So Brenda, you're next.
I am next, and I'm gonna share something that I found very fun. When we're doing these, we've done these lists like in the past. These lists always change. I mean, it just depends on what's been your favorite the last several times you've been or whatever. But I was surprised about that 3 of my choices were from the same park. I was very surprised. And
Hmm.
it's also the same park where my favorite character meal is, and that is the late breakfast, early lunch meal at Tusker House. It's my favorite character meal. We go there late, like 10:15, 10:30.
Mm-hmm.
We enjoy our breakfast items, and then after they clear those and put the lunch food out, we have some of that too. And that's my favorite character dining experience. But I was surprised that 3 of my choices were from Animal Kingdom Park, but this number 3 is one of them, and it's the Flame Tree Barbecue, which is so good. And
Yeah.
I get the ribs, chicken, and pulled pork sampler with baked beans and coleslaw, and I love
Ooh.
it. It is really, really good food.
Say it again. Ribs, chicken.
Ribs, chicken, and pulled pork sampler with baked beans and coleslaw. And thankfully, I like both baked beans and coleslaw. So I eat the whole platter, unless I
Yeah.
can't eat it all and then I share what's left. But it's really good.
Yeah. I love Flame Tree, and I don't eat there nearly often enough.
No.
Um, but it is so good. And
It is.
I mean, the food quality at Flame Tree Barbecue is table service quality.
I agree.
And it's not though. It's go up there, order, get your food, go down and enjoy every last little bit of barbecue sauce that's left on a bone.
Yep. And I
It
can't have the
is,
sauce, but it's just as delicious without it.
yeah,
It's really good.
Mm.
it is really good. So
Yum.
the funny thing, that's a great choice, Brenda.
Thank you.
And oddly, not on my list this year.
Oh,
Even though,
wow.
even though it has been at times before, but we haven't done like a top 5 just quick service. I
No.
don't think. I looked through all our show notes and didn't see it. We
Yeah,
found
we
I
might not
found a
have.
lot of food episodes about favorite something or other, and
Yeah.
that's how it came in, but it wasn't ever a ranking of quick service. So
Yeah.
that's why we did this episode.
That's
But,
awesome. We
but
talk about food a lot around here, though.
yeah, and it's worth talking about. That's what makes a trip to Disney memorable in many ways is the food,
Yep, that's
you
true.
know? And
Yeah.
number 3 on my list is, let's see here, of my list of now 8, um 3 of them are pizza related.
Oh, goodness. I think that's us telling us that we need to get some pizza, Daddy.
Maybe. Well, number 3 is Connections Eatery for the pepperoni pizza, which is $11.79. And I love it. It's like a flatbread kind of feel to it,
Mhm.
Oh,
but
nice.
it's just really good. And I haven't eaten a whole lot of things at Connections Eatery, and I know Sheila and Mommy love that salad that they get, General's salad or something like that.
General Zhao's.
Salad or something.
Yeah.
But anyway, the pepperoni pizza is what I've had before, and it's really good. I remember when we ate there, I remember comparing it with Pizza Rizzo because Pizza Rizzo in my book is some of the best pizza in Disney as far as quick
Yeah.
service pizza goes. So,
Yeah.
Awesome.
but
I,
anyway, that's number 3 on my list.
yeah.
Very good.
So,
Well, Daddy, you will be happy to know. Pizza Safari, I've eaten there with Aaliyah and McKinley.
and it's good too.
It's comparable to Pizza Rizzo. In fact, I think it's practically identical.
Okay,
Nice.
all right. So maybe it's the Muppet angle that makes Pizza Rizzo. The thought of a rat cooking my pizza for me.
A rat with a New York accent
Yeah.
or a
Yeah,
New Jersey accent or
New
wherever
Jersey.
he's from.
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
right. Good cook.
All right. Well, Sophie, we're up to number 2.
Yes, and finally
Are falling into
these
order?
are yes, they're falling into order. Finally. Well, speaking of barbecue, I'm going over to another barbecue restaurant, Aunt Brenda, and
All right.
it's interesting because I've managed to get a restaurant from every single park and
Good.
then one from Disney Springs, but we're not talking about Disney Springs yet. We're going over to Epcot, which is odd because I don't usually eat quick service in Epcot because I'm busy eating at all the kiosks and whatnot, and I don't consider them quick service. I consider them different somehow. But this quick service is so good, and I'm usually picky about my barbecue. So the fact that the Regal Eagle Smokehouse can actually make barbecue chicken that I enjoy is astounding to me, and that is the Kansas City barbecue chicken. And I have a specific side that I order with it and also a dessert. So it's got to be the Kansas City smoked chicken with the white cheddar mac and cheese. And then we have watermelon chunks for dessert.
Oh man, those
There's
Sounds
only
watermelons
good.
so
one
good.
place I know of at Disney that you can get watermelon chunks, and they are so good. So good. I'm
Very
getting thirsty
refreshing.
just thinking about it.
Well, have some of my coffee, Sophie.
No, thank you, Daddy. Caffeine dehydrates you.
And it doesn't work very well through a computer screen.
No.
And
You might get
I
some
don't know if
technical
there's
difficulties.
any other places that you can get watermelon or not either, but I know our listeners will know. So listeners, if you have a spot where we can get watermelon besides at the Regal Eagle, please let us know in the comments, and that way we'll know for our next trip, right, Sophie?
Yes.
Because
Yeah.
watermelon is another one of those things that really cools you down on a hot day.
Uh,
Yeah.
tastes
All
like
right.
summer, right?
Yeah, sure does. All right, Brenda, you're next.
Well, my number 2 is another one from Animal Kingdom Park. I'm just surprised. I'm really surprised. But this is the Satuli Canteen over there in Pandora. That place is magnificent to me. And I can't have some of the stuff I want from over there. I would like to have the cheeseburger rolls, but they have ketchup in them, so I can't have them. Or the,
Can you
the
get
little
them without
buns,
them?
little buns. I never asked because I didn't think they actually made them one by one as people order them. I thought they were already made, so I didn't ask. I don't know. I'll ask sometime. But I have had the wood grilled chicken bowl again. Back to the bowl. I love bowls. And their wood grilled chicken bowl is delicious.
Nice.
Really
Mm.
good.
So it's got wood
Yeah.
and chicken, and you
Yep.
eat the wood and the chicken.
And I grind my
No,
teeth on that.
You
Yep.
grind your teeth. Okay.
the
Sharpen them up.
wood is used to make the fire that the chicken is grilled on, Daddy.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, Daddy.
Oh. I
It's like
didn't get
hickory
it.
smoked or mesquite
Exactly.
smoked
Oh.
stuff.
Wood grilled.
Oh, okay. So it's just chicken?
Just
Just
chicken.
Chicken bowl. You can get a beef bowl though, and you can get a chicken and beef bowl. And it has marinated garlic, herbs, red pepper spice, and red wine vinegar paired with wood grilled, whatever your protein is. I get the chicken thighs, and they're marinated in garlic and olive oil and topped with crunchy vegetable slaw and boba balls. It's yummy, yummy, yummy.
Okay.
It's
So it's not just
it's
chicken.
very
Okay.
tasty, considering when you have to
Yeah.
cut out a lot of ingredients and you find stuff
Mhm.
that's really tasty,
Yeah.
they're worth visiting for.
I think
Yeah.
I've had that there before, or a bite of someone who had it. Because I remember the boba balls, the little balls that were
Very
in it.
good.
But anyway, that's a good choice, Brenda. And you know what?
Thank you.
Number 2 on my list is also Satuli Canteen. But
Oh, nice.
I'm going to tell you what my mom and I did um, when we ate there. So this is kind of cool that it was me and my mom. We ate at Satuli Canteen. We got the Telu all beef hot dog wrapped in dough that is on the kids menu.
Mm,
And it's kind of
nice.
like a pig in a blanket. And
It
I've
looks
talked
like a
about it
pig in a
before.
blanket-ish, yeah.
And it is so good. And it was kind of sticky because I think they put honey on it. And we had that and we split it because we weren't super hungry. And it came with cutie mandarin oranges and I think fries or something. And it was really good. And that was enough for me. And it's only $7.59
Yay.
because it's a kid
Wow.
size meal. And I'm like, it was good. It was refreshing with the mandarin oranges, and it was cost effective, and it is worth getting. Let me tell you,
Yay.
it is
Plus, you
worth
don't feel
getting.
so full when you have to continue walking around the park.
Yeah. So it is really good. Really good choice, and it's one of my favorites. So
Very good.
all right. Well, Sophie, do we do a
Number
drum roll?
1.
Drum roll?
I think nobody is going to be surprised about this,
No.
especially since I mentioned Disney Springs. But there is this one fish and chips place, and it's called the Cooks of Dublin. Obviously, I can't go over to Raglan Road because that's table service and we're talking about quick service. But Cooks of Dublin has some of the best fish and chips in Florida, I think.
Mm-hmm. It is really good.
Oh my gosh, they are so
It
good.
is really good.
They're called the famous fish and chips, and for good reason.
Yeah.
They are $15.99. And Cooks of Dublin's, the only downside to Cooks of Dublin's is they do not have nearly enough seating area.
That's why
There
it's
will
not on my
be,
list. Yeah.
yeah, I know. There will be a line of people out the door and around the corner trying to get fish and chips. and those fish and chips are so good, but you have to sit down with them. So when you go there, even on your own, or especially with a large group of people, it's like, oh, there's a free table right there. Someone go grab it. And then you're about to grab it, someone else gets there first.
Yeah.
Oh my
And
gosh.
and that fish and chips order for the $15.99 or whatever it was
Yeah,
is enough for 2 people.
it is.
It's big steak fries, big pieces of fish, and it's
Like,
really good. Yeah.
I've never been
that
there because I've always gone to Raglan Road, but
yeah,
fish and chips is good over there.
it
It
is
is
very
really
good.
good.
Raglan
Really, really
Road though is slightly better because again, I like the garlic cheesy chips that they offer at Raglan Road. They don't offer them at Cook's.
No, they don't. But that's a good choice, Sophie.
Yay!
Yeah,
That is a good choice.
thank you.
Brenda, what's number 1?
Well, number 1 on my list has stayed the same ever since it opened. Nothing's beat it out yet. And I have a feeling the silent partner knows exactly why. And that is Connections Eatery, the General Cho's salad. That is my favorite quick service meal. It is petite kale blend, romaine, broccoli slaw, red bell pepper, mandarin oranges, edamame, crispy wontons, warm fried chicken, and General Joe's dressing, and it is the best salad I've ever had anywhere.
Nice.
So good.
Good choice,
Yeah.
Brenda. And
I love
Connections
salads.
Eatery has not been open that long.
Right.
Only a year or two. And so what was number 1 before, Brenda?
I don't know.
Maybe
Number
Flame
1
Tree?
before may have been Flame Tree. May have been. But
Yeah,
ever
it's
since
hard
I
to
went
think
into
about.
Connections, it's every time we're at Epcot, that's where we eat. So good.
Well, good.
Yeah.
My
Good.
husband gets different things when he goes. I mean, he's tried, he's had like a burger and he's had like a pizza and he's had other things, but I always get the same thing because I really
Yeah.
look forward to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, why try to fix what isn't broken?
That's right.
Exactly. That's what Brenda's saying.
Yeah.
Yummy.
That's what Brenda's saying. So I have a number 1.
Yay.
Number 1 on my list is number 4 on Sophie's list, but it's not the same thing.
Oh,
No.
It is the Yak and Yeti. The Yak and Yeti Local Food Cafe is the official name, not the sit down restaurant part,
Right.
because
No.
the Yak and Yeti has 2 sides. But I love the chicken fried rice. It is so good. It is so easy. It is filling, and it's only $7.99. It's an appetizer, and it fills me up, and it's really good. So Sophie and I have split. There have been
Mm-hmm.
times when she has some chicken fried rice with me, and I had some of her egg rolls, and it's like
It's enough for 2
it's
people.
enough. So
Win-win.
yeah, so chicken fried rice at Yak and Yeti Local Food Cafe is where it's at.
Yum.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, I have one honorable mention because I felt bad about not including some of the resorts because the resorts have some great quick service restaurants. But my thought was I'm thinking about lunch, and I almost never eat lunch at the resorts. But as I was looking through all of these menus, trying to make sure that what I want is still on these menus so that I'm not upset about it, it always took me to the breakfast menu first, and then I had to manually click to find the lunch menu. And it
Mhm.
got me thinking, breakfast is really, really good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I was like, I should probably include some breakfast options on this. And my mind immediately went to a quick service restaurant at a resort I've never stayed at. but I've eaten here plenty of times, and that is Primo Piatto at Disney's Riviera Resort. I've eaten breakfast there plenty of times, and the thing I always get is the blueberry lemon pancakes. They are so, so good. And
Yeah.
I'm not usually a big fan of blueberry, but I love these pancakes, and they are $11.29 for those who are wondering.
Nice.
Yeah. That is a great. We've eaten there a few times. We've
Mhm.
actually met my friend Amanda over there a couple times, and we would just Skyliner from Pop over to what's the hotel, honey?
Riviera.
Riviera. Thank you. My brain fried for a moment. And that's where we would get it, and it's such a great spot. They got inside seating, but you can also sit outside, and it's such a great location. It just
Mhm.
makes it worth it, you know? So
Yes.
so good choice.
Thank you.
Well, I'll
Um
add in an honorable mention at a resort too.
okay.
Yeah.
Just because Sophie did, because it got me to thinking about breakfast at like our favorite quick service breakfast at one of the resorts we like, and that's the Roaring Fork at the Wilderness Lodge, because they have great
Mm.
food there at the Roaring Fork. And we get that tacho breakfast platter, the tacho, loaded tacho bowl. Here we go again with the bowl. I guess I have a real affinity to bowls. Potato barrels, scrambled eggs, cheddar, sausage gravy, bacon, and green onion. And it is so good. But just like all the food that we've had at the Roaring Fork has been really good, whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner. It's just really good over there.
All
So
right.
that's a quick service at a resort. So at least we've covered something at a resort.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I have um I'll put this one first.
Don't worry,
Oh.
Daddy. I can find more honorable mentions if you want me to.
I need to look up the price. I forgot to look at the price. Okay, there it is. Um Over in France, okay,
Oh my.
I am choosing as my first honorable mention because I had this with breakfast, and it was so good. And we are at Le Halles Boulangerie Patisserie,
You said it
and
pretty well.
the full baguette, which is like 7 feet long,
More
felt
like
like it,
1 feet.
1 foot long, maybe a little bit longer, but it is all of $3.95, and I couldn't eat it all. And
Mm-hmm.
Sophie ate some of it, and
After
it was
eating
so
the
good.
strawberry tart.
It was so good. Oh my gosh, with butter, and just slather your butter, grab a bite, get some more I mean, it is so healthy, obviously.
It sounds like it. Anything in France is loaded with butter, but they'll heat that sucker up for you and you can watch
Yeah.
that butter melt
Oh
on that thing.
yeah.
Oh, it's so good. It was
That
so good.
that baguette
And
you got was fresh out of the oven,
yeah,
Daddy.
and $3.95. You can't beat that.
Yeah.
And so there you go. That would
That's
be a
what you eat right
breakfast.
before your marathon is a big carb load.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Sophie's got another one. She's filling up.
Yeah. I was like, I can't. You were
Can't let
talking
Daddy
about it,
have
and
all
I'm
three.
like, and I was like, wait a minute, I forgot about this one. And this one is definitely not breakfast. We do not get this one before 6 in the evening.
Right.
And that is going to be going over to the Scat Cat Club for some Mickey shaped beignets.
Yep.
Beignets are the most delicious thing on the planet Earth.
They're going to have them
Mhm.
at the Magic Kingdom when Tiana's opens, Sophie.
They
You're going to be able
are.
to get
Yeah.
beignets there. Yep.
Yeah.
Yay! There's
Yep.
only one
On June
thing about
28th.
Disney beignets, though. They are not comparable to this beignet food truck we have here in North Carolina, and that is Mr. A's Beignets.
Oh my
As
gosh.
delicious as Mickey-shaped ones are, 3 squares a day. That is Mr. A's motto, and it is quite a good one.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
You have to come to North Carolina, Aunt Brenda. We have
Yeah.
so much food to share with you.
Sounds like it, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. It is so good. Anyway, back to my number 2 on my honorable mentions. I can't believe I have this many. Usually I don't have this many. Usually everyone else has more.
We're hungry.
But number 2 is the Pinocchio Village House. And it's more of a nostalgic reason, but I either get the chicken strips like Sophie was saying, barbecue sauce is always good. Or I was thinking instead of pepperoni pizza, give me the gourmet cheese flatbread and just give me cheese pizza. Um, it's $12.79. So that's honorable mention, but that's because um, I would go there with my grandparents, and we would back when it wasn't as busy, and we would be able to just sit right down and watch, like Sophie said, watch the boaters leaving on It's a Small World and wave at them, and they would wave at us. And
Hmm.
now that's like a huge popular thing. You can't hardly do it very often. So,
Well, it used to be. I will say that it used to be you would have trouble getting a seat anywhere near those windows, but the last few times we've been to the Village House, it felt like we could sit wherever we wanted.
okay. It didn't feel like that to me, um but anyway, that's number 2 on my list. And I do have, if you'll forgive me, I do have a spot where I need to get some dessert sometimes. And this is not so much a quick service restaurant as it is more of a food truck, and that would be the Anandapur ice cream truck for the soft serve
Oh,
waffle cone,
it tastes
which,
Mm.
even better when it's free.
yeah, but even when it's not, it's only $5.79.
Wow.
It's a good value for the amount of ice cream you get and how long it lasts. To
Yeah.
Yeah.
me, it's a good value. So it's not a quick service restaurant, even though it is kind of a quick service, but it's more like a kiosk than a
It's a
Yeah.
restaurant.
snack.
So
It's
anyway,
good, is
if
what it
you're hungry
is.
for some ice cream and you're at the Animal Kingdom, go to Anandapur. Get that.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're over by Rafiki's Planet Watch, sometimes they have, and or over in Pandora too. You can go by the little carts and you can get the little um like lemonade, frozen lemonade things in the cup that are really good to eat too. Those will cool you down too. So anyway, I sidetracked. But that is our feature topic. Any others, ladies, since I went to 8 out of a 5 list?
Hope I'm cutting off.
You're
I
cutting off.
technically
Okay.
had 7 too, so I say we're good. 6, 7, 8.
Okay. Well, people, that is our feature topic. And as you can see, it was really hard to come up with just 5. So feel free to list more than 5. I'm going to post it in the group after we get off, and we'll see who's posting what restaurants are their favorite quick service. So
I need to
check it
dig
out.
out that Disney cookbook because now I'm hungry.
Yeah. But before she does that, Sophie and Grogu are going to tell us some history for May 27th, right, Sophie?
Right. Well, May 27th, taking us back to the year of 1961.
Ooh.
Yes. Jazz great Benny Goodman performs the first of a 3-day Memorial Weekend engagement at Disneyland. A clarinetist and a band leader, his music was featured in Disney's 1946 Make Mine Music.
Nice.
Benny Goodman was such a great musician. Oh
For
my
sure.
gosh.
Yes.
You know, when you think of Benny Goodman, when you think clarinet, like you think Louis Armstrong when you think trumpet. You
Mm-hmm.
know,
That's right.
Those two, oh my gosh, they're so good. But that is great history. Thank you, Sophie.
Thank you.
All right. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Are you ready?
Oh, I'm ready. I was ready
Let's
yesterday.
see if he
I
can
was
stump us
born
off.
ready.
Bum, bum, bum.
Good luck, Daddy.
Try. Good luck, Daddy. The question isn't, is she going to know this? Because we always know she will know it. The question really becomes, will she know the name?
She always does. There's been like one time she didn't know the name.
Yeah. So let's see if she knows the name. This character is from Germany.
Pinocchio?
No.
Geppetto?
No. This character is a hedgehog.
A hedgehog from Germany. Oh my.
With a green hat and green lederhosen.
It's from Pinocchio. I know it is.
No, it's not.
No?
It's not. Totally different movie. Off the
Oh.
topic, this is a Pixar movie. I think.
It's a Pixar movie?
I think it is. This character is always trying to get other characters to perform in a Shakespearean play. And he is very adorable.
Wait, this is from Toy Story.
Yes, it is from Toy Story. Is that Disney or Pixar?
That is Pixar.
Okay, I was
Toy
right.
Story 3. It's the hedgehog in Bonnie's room.
Yes, it is. What's his name? You're so close. Oh my gosh.
Chuckles.
No.
No.
Chuckles was someone else, wasn't it?
That was the clown.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's an alliteration because his name has, it's like the way the name works. Think about to the lederhosen. What is lederhosen?
I have no idea, Daddy.
Lederhosen is pants, right?
Yeah.
And what is this character that has a name that includes pants?
I don't know.
Okay. Well, you got the part that's the hard part. This is the hardest part is Mr. Prickle Pants.
Oh.
You remember now?
That makes sense.
Because he's a
Yeah.
porcupine or a hedgehog. He looks like a porcupine though, too.
He's one of the two.
He's a hedgehog. But you see,
Mr.
I'll
Prickle
just-
Pants.
I'll pull up a picture
You
of
see
him
him
really
there?
quick. Yeah. He's cute.
He is cute.
he's a stuffed hedgehog who wears a green hat and green lederhosen. He is by far the most dramatic toy in Bonnie's room. He is a thespian at heart and takes his role as an actor in Bonnie's stories incredibly seriously. When Bonnie is not around, he often turns his dramatic flair toward the other toys, trying to rope them into performing one Shakespearean play or another. Mr. Pricklepants knows all about Lotso. It is he who warns Woody that his friends are in danger at Sunnyside. Now, did you know? I'm going to go the whole way with this. Mr. Pricklepants is from Germany.
Yeah.
He is part of the Waldfreund collection of toys. And Mr. Pricklepants is a huge fan of horror movies. He's seen tons of them and always knows what's going to happen next.
I had no idea about any of that.
That was
no
a
idea
tougher
about that
one than it
either.
normally is.
I'm counting that as a stump.
I'm not, because you figured out Toy Story and you knew Bonnie's room.
Uh-huh.
So that's impressive, Sophie. You don't realize how much to draw that part out, even if you can't
Uh-huh.
remember the name, is just really kind of cool. And
Totally agree.
we're at a point in the book where we're getting into the weeds, the side characters who don't have as big a role. That's what makes it really hard, you know?
Yeah.
So
Thank
I
you.
picked
That was
that
still
one
great, Sophie.
because you're learning German.
Aw.
And I thought,
Yes.
let's see if she knows because it's German. So anyway, that is our Who's Who character. So now it's time for a little bit of Walt.
Yeah, it's short and sweet, little bit of Walt. I function better when things are going badly than when they're as smooth as whipped cream.
Walt Disney.
He's the only one, because I sure don't.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, there's
I
a
feel like in a way I also function better. I just don't like it.
right.
I don't even want to think about it, if you want to know the truth.
Well, true, but I think sometimes when that happens, God focuses you on the tasks that need to get done. And that kind of makes it to where you focus a little bit better and it works out a little bit better because of that. That's my thought on it.
Yeah.
Maybe. I
Um,
used to know a kid that was when I was the leader of the youth group at church. He was really smart. He was a straight A student, but if you gave him a project that was a 6-week long project, the night before at 4:00 a.m. he was cramming it, and he made A's every time. I could never, I could never have pulled it off. Just
yeah.
too much stress.
Yeah. All right, ladies. I want you to help me decide what's next.
Ooh.
Okay, I have several on our little list of topic ideas in our shared note, and I was thinking of either, I have three.
Yeah.
Top 5 U.S. destinations for vacations.
Yeah.
What do you think, Brenda?
I'm listening for the other two.
Yeah.
I'm going to be out of town a lot of the weekend and then on Monday and Tuesday. So I'm trying to think of something I could do relatively with less research.
Okay. How about we were talking about maybe doing an episode on tourist traps. Like the world's biggest ball of yarn kind of thing.
Oh,
Or
funny.
Gatorland.
Gatorland, I don't know if I'd call that a tourist trap, but I guess you could. Wiki Watch, you might get grouped in that. I don't know. But that's another one I was thinking of. And then a third one, I was thinking top 5 locations at Walt Disney World where the magic lives. And what I mean by that is top 5 locations of where you're walking down or you're in a certain spot, and that's where it always seems like that magical moment happens. Because like I was explaining to Sophie, if you're on Space Mountain, generally speaking, Space Mountain is a ride, and there's not a whole lot of moments where something magical is going to happen there.
Yeah.
Whereas if you are in front of the castle, maybe that's where the magic happens, kind of thing. So what do you think, Brenda?
Sounds
Sophie? Which one do you want to do?
I think where the magic happens.
Okay. All right, Brenda, are you on with that?
I am.
Okay. Do you think it's going to be a good episode?
Yeah.
Sure, we'll make it good.
Are we
Okay.
narrowing it down to so many, or are we just generally doing a round robin and just naming things?
Well, I
was
said top
thinking-
5, so
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah.
so if you have 5 locations,
Oh, definitely. We have at least 5 locations. I wonder how many honorable mentions.
I stay around Robin.
Well, yeah. You don't have to rank them, but I was thinking 5 locations each.
All right, then.
Is that good, Soph?
Yeah, that sounds good to me. Well, anyway,
Okay.
we've been talking about all this, and it's still recording.
Yep, and that's what I wanted. So that's our next week's topic, is our top 5 locations where the magic lives. All right. All right. Well, thank you so much, everyone, for joining us. We hope you have a great week, and that no matter where you are, something good and positive comes out of it. If you're having a rough day, I hope someone gives you a smile. If someone else is having a rough day, I hope you give them a smile. You may not know what's going on in their life, but you never know how much impact a smile can have on someone's life. So we hope that we bring smiles to you every week. And until next week, I'm Mike. That's Sophie. She's Brenda. And he's Grogu. And we will see you on the road. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.